I like the work to sometimes just be playful, just be funny or fun. I make art because it feels good. And I'm basically a pleasure seeker at heart. And it's an expression of who I am. And I call myself a digital mixed media artist because I combine different types of mediums in my artwork, but digital paint is the common element in everything that I do. It happened kind of organically, and I had this job where I worked in catalog production and had Photoshop on my computer, and I discovered the paint tools on it, and this was about 20 years ago. And the more that I worked with it, the more I just started to realize that there were a lot of possibilities, and I experimented a lot, and it just sort of became my medium. They look a little bit like vintage postcards that have been painted over. But basically what I'm doing with those is that I am opening them up on my big monitor, and it's a hand drawing process of applying the color, but I'm applying paint to them, digital paint, and then eventually, as I said, saving them as digital files. And I would say two of the things that inspire me the most, sort of artistically, are architecture and animals, and you will see a lot of that in my artwork, and sometimes both of them in the same pieces. I think Boston is a really beautiful city. I love the juxtaposition of old and new, you know, the really modern glass buildings with the buildings that are, you know, 3 centuries old and have all kinds of really interesting details that they just don't put on buildings anymore. There's a piece called Back Bay Bossa Nova, and it's very bold, a lot of primary colors, blues and reds, and it's the city of Boston, the downtown area, the Back Bay area, and I took a lot of pattern designs that I had drawn by hand on my monitor, and I didn't really know, you know, what it was going to look like. I didn't really know what to expect. But in the end, there came this moment, I think, when I was filling in the sky, where I just went, wow, I like that. That's really cool.